So yeah, today there is not gonna be just a regular video as regular. But yeah, because of certain circumstances, but I still feel like making one, even though I do just then struggle with actually the podcast as well, because I would, yeah, record this separately, which is not that nice, which is really not that nice. But yeah, still I'm feeling like providing value, feeling like maybe sharing something that might be, well, yeah, valuable or interesting or something for anybody or for somebody. Today actually was a pretty amazing day actually. I went a little swimming or whatsoever, and it was nice. It was really nice, especially just not having your regular day all day long, or just like every single day, which is also something that I think I can suggest for people in general, just because, well, changing up the pattern actually can help quite a lot, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed and when you're feeling like, well, nothing goes right. It is always good to just change things up and see what's, when you change it, what's going to happen, if it's, getting worse, if it's getting just better. It is always just nice, and it is always worth trying out and seeing whether it just has some ROI attached to it, some sort of. So well, yeah, if you're feeling overwhelmed sometimes, or if you're feeling bad sometimes, maybe just doing something completely different can help you, can help you. Actually, I've read it somewhere. It was probably an article. It was definitely not a book. This is what I remember, but I unfortunately don't remember what it actually was. But well, yeah, this video is not gonna be cutted or anything. It's gonna just be taken here. I even hope that I can upload it, because I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Just because I'm actually recording this not on my phone, because my phone has totally no storage. Yeah, which is not that good for recording videos. It really is not. But yeah, I'm gonna see if the podcast is actually also gonna be the exact same video, only as the audio version, which, well, I've also been thinking about what is just more important, the podcast or the video. I somehow feel like that both are just, well, exactly as important as the other one, even though, on the other hand, they are both definitely not important. I do not have to make a video. I do not have to record a video. I just want to do it. I really felt like doing it. And, I also put myself into the kind of framework of, okay, I have to do it. Just because it, well, it is something that I'm doing every single day. And, it sticks with you. It really sticks with you. And you can't just do something else then and just, these things. It's just completely kind of feeling strange when you're not recording something, or when you're not just doing something that you've been doing just every fucking single day before. It just really is something different. I, by the way, hope that you can just hear myself kind of good. Well, yeah. Well, because I'm not able to shout around as well. Maybe I should even move this a little bit. Is this better? No, it is not. Well, this is also only going to be 720p. I guess that's okay as well. I think it is okay. The whole quality thing on YouTube is actually not such a thing. I guess, the person that is actually staring in the video is kind of interesting, is kind of enjoyable, is kind of, well, is having something that makes him or her interesting, and or watchable as well, if this is actually a word, I don't know. Then I guess, the quality can be just completely shit, and the video is still gonna be hilarious. Which is something you can definitely see, when you have a look at bigger YouTubers and or bigger creators here on various platforms. Quality doesn't necessarily have to be the best, often it just stayed for quite a long time, for those people, but still they are the exact same person, and they still make the quite similar content, and the content is good, the idea of the content is good. And the person which is staring in a video or staring in a movie or whatever content it actually is interesting, is enjoyable, is just nice, is amazing. Whatever this person is, it's just because of the person. I'm not quite exactly, about the quality, which also leads to, okay, not needing actually the best software, not needing actually the best camera, not needing the best hardware. You don't need anything that is the best, at my point of view, unless you're just actually doing something like that is incredibly resourceful or resource taking or something. Like, okay, you're rendering something, you just make some 3D rendering stuff, some animations. Of course, you're gonna need just a big ass computer. You're gonna need a strong computer because, if not, it's gonna take just some time and it's gonna be just really fucked up, quite. But you do not need the best thing. You do not need the best gear to start, especially not to start. And my point of view, people should actually start with what they have and not buy something, because especially if you're just trying out something, especially if you're just starting with something that you tried out or you're just going to try out, often it is actually the case that well, sometimes it's gonna stick with you, sometimes you're gonna feel like, okay, it is something that I like, it is something that I enjoy doing, and sometimes it's definitely like, no, I don't like it, I do not want to do it any longer. And then if you bought something for multiple $100s or whatever currency, then it's not gonna be so good. It's not gonna be the greatest thing to have. If you have a microphone worth $200 laying around and you're not using it, of course you can sell it, of course you can do shit with it, but still the value of it's gonna just not be the same as you have bought it or just before. So the value of your money quite. So yeah, just please start, just please do something. Please start with what you have. I'm also starting with what I'm having, or what I had actually. I'm actually having a decent computer. I'm not gonna lie about that, not gonna just complain about that. My camera is shit, the camera of this computer is just totally shit. It could be worse as well, it could really be worse as well. The microphone is quite good, but only because I'm using my phone. Quality of the video is also quite good because it also comes up to how much you know about the stuff you're doing. If you're actually doing something that's you don't know nothing about, of course it's not going to be the most efficient way to do so, or maybe not even the best way to do what you're doing at the time. But especially when it's about software, recording software and whatsoever, you do just have to know these things, at least a little bit. I know these things a little bit. I know, okay, bitrate is important, the audio hertz or sample rate actually is important for the quality, and other things, which is something you do just have to know, some sort of. Well, so just please start. This is the point of the video. Just start with whatever you're doing, whatever you're willing to do, whether you're willing to be a rapper, whether you're willing to be somebody else, like not somebody else as you are now, but an architect, a drawer, an artist, whatever. Please start with the shit you're having right at the time. Just please start now.